So, if you did not already know, I am a brand strategist and spiritual doula for Black women founders of product brands. And when they join my brand calibration project, which is my container where I walk into the architecture of their brand, their business, everything, I find the cracks in their foundation, I expose the walls that don't line up with the vision, and then I redraw the structure, create the strategy, so it can hold the weight of the empire that they're here to build. I bring it back into integrity, I calibrate it to reflect the founder's vision, and I fix the structural holes so it can stand as tall as it needs to. The first thing I do is my intensive audit. It's like a 7-phase audit, and it's a lot deeper than what you might think an audit is. Within one of the phases, I think it's like the 6th or 7th phase, that's when I start talking to everybody. I literally talk, of course I already talked to the founder, but I talk to the marketers, I talk to the package design people, I talk to the people creating, the chemists, if you're depending on the product, I talk to people who are manufacturing the product, I talk to the employees at the store, I literally spend the day there and pretend to be everything, I talk to everybody. But one of my favorite parts of the brand that I talk to are the investors. The investors are so important because for a lot of founders, this company would not have been realized if it wasn't for these investors. And I know that when there are investors involved, when there's outside money involved, as there often is in brands who are starting or building, there can be a mismatch in ideals, values, or even the vision that they have for the company or the brand. And so when I'm looking for the holes of the structural integrity, like when I'm looking to find out like why, like what made this company, what made this founder's brand like veer off track, I talk to the investors because it gives me such a unique story of what went wrong. Like, why are you moving over here when the vision's pointing that way? I asked them a lot of questions. I talk to them about how they perceive the founder, what their background is. I do a deep dive in their background to understand more of their mentality and their mindset. I ask them about like the decisions that they have influenced the founder to make or how they are advising them. I ask them where they see this brand going, and I try to get to the root of it. And of course, I don't, it's not common necessarily to have this kind of talk with investors, but I enjoy it because it's such a different side that you don't always get to see, because oftentimes investors are kind of quiet in the background, but they play a huge role in the trajectory of where the brand is going. As a founder, you know that you're not always the only one imposing your will on the trajectory of your brand. And when there's misalignment between you and also your investors, the one who are funding this venture, if we don't solve that misalignment, it can get real ugly real fast. And that's why my clients join my brand calibration project, and where I create the strategy also to bring it into alignment. And since I'm a strategist, I don't implement, but through the process of implementation, sometimes my clients also join into my other container, the aligned partnership, where I also walk them through the process of reconciling the differences, the vision of the visions that she may have and also the investors may have. So that includes like negotiating different terms or just brainstorming ideas to help, let there be harmony. But I love it. It's very fun. And I know that if you're a spiritual woman founder and you are looking for assistance and support in that area, then you may be a perfect candidate for the brand calibration project or the aligned partnership. And I will even go as far to say, if you are on your realignment journey, having me on your team is a perfect necessity, as I am able to see things a lot of people miss, and I get to stand outside of the project in a way that gives me a view of everything that I can now bring to your attention to make sure that the structure is strong. And you need your structure to be strong to be able to materialize this entire thing and bring it into full alignment. So if when you are ready to stop building your company or your brand on unstable and faulty foundations, when you are sick of being reminded of this vision that you have and knowing that there's more, but you keep settling into digestibility or just conformity, I need you, and I would love for you to DM me on Instagram at the brand priestess so that we can discuss potential partnerships with each other. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I would love to see you in my next video tomorrow. I post every single day this September, so I would love for you to subscribe and to click the bell to be notified when the next one is posted. Anyways, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.